Alright, Hank. In honor of the WWE draft tonight, we are going to draft superheroes for a fictional wrestling league. I'm going to go first because I'm 3 hours long. Alright, first up, I draft the Hulk!
I draft Aquaman. He can breathe underwater.
Alright, well, I am going to draft Green Arrow because he can shoot from, like, really far away.
I'm gonna draft Miss Thing, because she's got pink hair.
You always need to have a good high flyer, so I'm going to take Nightwing.
And I'm gonna take Plastic Man.
That's not a bad one. I'll take Mr. Fantastic. This skit's not working. We'll see you next week. But also, the video's about to happen, so we'll see you next week after the next 5 minutes.
I'm gonna draft some chicken to my stomach. Bye, everybody.
That skit's totally on brand for us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Atlas Weekly. Biggest book of the week is The Black Hammer, or maybe it's just Black Hammer. It's Jeff Lemire's new book with art by Dean Osterman. Is that even close? Let's go with it.
Wormston.
I would describe this book as BPRD meets Umbrella Academy, and those are both good things. So check it out. It's a mystery.
Jeff Lemire is my favorite. Also, I don't think it's a coincidence that on this cover, Black Hammer is in a Justice League style logo.
Yeah, it definitely. There's Justice League influences. It also reminds me of Super's Legacy.
Like it. We got The Hunt from Image Comics. This is a dark, supernatural, dream versus reality, Irish mythology kind of book. It's dark, it's cool.
Hey Jake, guess what I call that book?
What?
Well, anyways, it's time for the remix Rebirth style. In new Rebirth titles, I got your Batman number 3, your Superman number 3, your Green Lantern number 3, and your Green Aquaman number 3. Maybe he's not green, but he is a fish man. And in number 1, I got Batgirl and the Birds of Prey,
Rebirth number 1.
which sounds like a band, and the Hellblazer.
Rebirth number 1.
You're probably thinking, Hank, there's already been a Hellblazer. Well, this is the Hellblazer. First, the comic was called Hellblazer. Then it was called John Constantine. Then it was called John Constantine Hellblazer. Now it's called the Hellblazer. Got that?
Good. A couple in there, but yeah.
No, I didn't. I got them all.
It was called Constantine.
I said that. Oh, Constantine, then John Constantine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eat it. Because it was such a huge success, Faith from Valiant is now an ongoing. And she's hanging out with the guys from Archer and Armstrong. And Archer and Armstrong number 5 also has Faith in it.
If you're scratching your arms jonesing for some Rebirth titles that you didn't get, we got second prints. Like Aquaman number 1, Action Comics 958, hold it 958 fingers. My favorite of the Rebirth comics so far, Wonder Woman number 1, The Flash number 1, and the Detective Comics 935.
Deadpool Mercs for the Money, yet again, success of the miniseries has led to an ongoing. Still has the same crew, but upcoming solicits have the Mercs for the Money team becoming a little more mainstream, so who knows? Some of these guys may be dying soon.
And now for the comic with probably the best art, and I can't believe I liked, but I really did. That's Betty and Veronica. Written and drawn by Adam Hughes. Art's beautiful. It's really funny. If you're anti-superhero boys that punch each other, you might want to check this one out.
Who's it narrated by?
Hot Dog!
In other Deadpool news, we got the True Believers reprint of Deadpool vs. Sabretooth. This is $1 if you want to dive in, check something out. It's a good one.
In probably the best... distracting. And probably the best new number 1 this week is Snot Girl by Brian Lee O'Malley and Leslie Hung. So Brian Lee O'Malley did Scott Pilgrim and Seconds, which is one of my favorite graphic novels if you haven't read it. So if you like those things, and you should because those were awesome, this one looks to be very awesome.
Who's my favorite?
Apparently Jeff Lemire.
It's Jeff Lemire. This is a really cool standalone graphic novel. It's got a really cool quote from Scott Snyder on the cover. There's a dead superhero and some teenagers are going to investigate. I don't want to say anything more, but this book is really fun. If you like Paper Girls, it's worth checking out.
It's coming home with me. I know what you're saying. Hank, I like these comics, but are they worth anything? Well, you can finally find out when you look them up in your Overstreet Price Guide number 46 for 2016-2017 year. And yes, that's the exact same joke I made last year when I did the video.
All right, in toy news, we've got the Majora's Mask 3D version of the Nendroid for length.
Did you say Nundroid?
Nendroid.
Oh.
These things, super collectible. They are imported from Japan. It's $50. Definitely a cool piece to have on your shelf if you can't get enough Zelda.
My favorite miniseries so far this year was probably Huck. It's a Mark Millar book. Art's Raphael Albuquerque. If you don't know what that means, look it up. You owe it to yourself. The story is kind of like, what if there was a Superman, but he was slow and country, kind of like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Really good. Great read. You get the whole thing for $15. One story, one volume. And it's already been optioned, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's great. It's one of my favorite reads.
And finally, in some other toy news, we got Ronda Rousey pop figures as well as some She-Hulk pops, and finally back in stock, Mulder and Scully pops from the X-Files.
All right, Jake, pop quiz. Ronda Rousey wins almost every one of her matches with what move?
She's a mixed people, doesn't she?
Yeah, what's the move?
I don't know. Chicken wing?
Armbar! And if you like armbars, check out Nerd Haiku Review. What did I review last week? Something. You can check it out. I'm sure it was fantastic. And this week, I'm thinking about maybe Snot Girl, maybe Hellblazer. Depends on what moves me. Check it out.
Alright, and we'll just shoot the skit right here and we'll just throw it in right now.
Count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cinco!
Inside Jafia. Boom.
Rolling.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to House Weekly. Biggest book of the week.
Come on, give me guys.
No.
Do you have any idea? You
It was like-
slurred the word
Keep
weekly.
going.
Like,
If you're
Hold on.
scratching your
Hold on.
arms,
Alright. Okay, count to 5.
inside Jafia. Boom. The slapstick still in it.
he is for now, but he isn't come issue like 5.
He gets his own series.
Unfortunately true.
Do I really need to describe the plot other than it's a girl snot?
Okay, we're good. Let's pick it up with that last one.
Pops.
Yep. And finally,
Wait,
in
wait,
some
wait.
other...
Let's go back over to where you guys were. You guys keep gravitating.